What's up, everyone? Welcome back. All right. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, especially those of you guys who've been around my channel for a while now. Y'all are probably thinking to yourselves, Multi-Step, did you seriously buy another version of the same exact game? And the answer is yes, I absolutely did. I am back for the very first time ever playing Monopoly on the Xbox 360. Which means I now own the PlayStation 2, the Wii, the PlayStation 3, and now the Xbox 360 versions of this game. Is any of that even remotely necessary? Well, obviously one version is, but not really. But honestly, I figured at this point, you know what? I'd already got the PlayStation 2, the Wii, and the PlayStation 3 versions of this game, so I figured, you know what? At this point, what the fuck? Why not? Why the fuck not? Screw it. I'm buying it. Why not? And it was very relatively cheap. So that's a good enough reason to do anything, am I right? Unless we're talking about a cheap hooker. Alright, anyway, mostly because, you know, STDs are bad. Just saying. They kind of hurt from what I've heard. I wouldn't know because I don't have any experience with anything remotely sexual. Because I'm a loser. So I guess, you know, screw me for being a responsible adult and not having sex with tons of women. Yep. Society wants to call me a loser for sitting around playing video games all day. I'll just tell them, hey, you know what? I do still have 2 jobs. Granted, not great jobs, but jobs nonetheless. I at least do contribute something to this dumbass society that we're forced to live in. So, you know, I pay my dues. But hey, you know what? If people on the internet world want to call me a loser or whatever, I really don't give a fuck. I've pretty much reached that point in my life where it's not even that I just don't give a fuck. It's that I can't give a fuck, even if I tried. Even if I wanted to give a fuck about other people's opinions and what they have to say about me and shit. It's just like, you know, I've heard it all before. It's like, at this point, it's just like, whatever. Let the haters hate. Let them spread more negativity in this already negativity-infested world. I don't care. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak what I believe and all that shit. And if people don't like what I have to say, or people don't like what I like what I'm about, or like what I do, then they can go fuck themselves. I really don't give a fuck at this point. The entire world can fucking just bend down and kiss my ass for all I give a fuck. Besides my subscribers, I will say, my subscribers are fucking awesome. And to anyone out there who has supported my content, I will say too, you guys are fucking awesome. Because again, I know that you guys owe me nothing. And yet, for those of you guys out there who choose to support my content anyway, I really, really do. Really, really, genuinely appreciate that. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Rumble. I hope you guys are watching on Rumble, because honestly, YouTube kind of sucks these days. Because it seems like, honest to God, it seems like YouTube is just constantly coming up with new and interesting ways to piss off their content creators. So, yeah, they wonder what the fuck led to the rise of a platform like Rumble. Gee, maybe you should look in the mirror to find out, you dumb fucks. Turns out people don't like being censored and shadow banned and all that fucking horse shit. I'm pretty sure these days, if I'm still on YouTube, I'm pretty sure my content is actually being legitimately shadow banned on YouTube, which, again, is fucking hilarious when you take into account the fact that I have less than 600 subscribers at the time I'm recording this on YouTube. Literally. Less than 600 subscribers and you're shadow banning me? Okay. Well done, YouTube. You're really accomplishing a lot there. Fucking just... Man, some dumb fuck shit goes on in this world sometimes, man. But you know what? Why not sit here in this studio and fucking crack open a drink and laugh at their dumb fuckery at this point? Honestly, like, again, I've reached that point where it's just like, you know what? People want to do dumb shit. People want to hate on me. You know what? I'm going to crack open a drink and laugh at their fucking stupidity and ignorance. Fuck it. That's all you can do. You know what? If people want to be woefully ignorant and stupid and just want to be assholes, that's their prerogative. I'm going to sit down here in this fucking studio, fucking drinking drinks, playing games, and having fun with you guys. I'm going to do that regardless of what those motherfuckers have to think, say, or do. I don't care. They can do, they can think, they can say whatever the motherfucking hell they want. Cool. I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting my ass right here in this fucking studio, and we're doing this shit. That's what we're doing here at Basement Cave Studios. And anyone who doesn't like that can eat a fucking bowl of buttholes, for all I care. That's some interesting imagery. Alright, anyway, folks, I hope you all are doing good out there. Again, I know these are crazy fucking times we're living in. They really are. Honestly, there's so much shit that's fucked in the world these days. But you know what? Fuck it. We're here to take a break from some of that horse shit today. And we're going to sit down here again in this fucking studio, do a round of Monopoly with you guys, and have some fucking fun. And again, anyone who doesn't like that can suck me off, for all I give a fuck. Yep. That's where multi-step's at right now, in case anyone's curious. But, you know what? Again, like I said, fuck it. We're going to have some goddamn fun today. We're going to do that. For sure. Take a break from everything for a while. Take a break from all the bullshit. Turn off all the social media bullshit for a while. Log out of Twitter, or I guess X now. Log off of Facebook. God, Facebook is the fucking worst. Like, honestly, like, X and Facebook both honestly suck because pretty much all social media sucks. The only reason why I like video sharing platforms is because they do actually serve a legitimate purpose to a certain extent. And even on X, I do follow, like, for example, Splatoon. I do follow them on X because they do post updates for when the next, like, Splatfests are happening and shit. So I guess it's kind of useful in that regard. And, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, YouTube is useful because you can look up certain videos when you want to know certain things, or if you want to watch certain things, you can look it up. So, you know, I feel like the difference between things like YouTube and Rumble versus things like X and Facebook is just that YouTube and Rumble serve a more, like, useful purpose, in my opinion, as far as, like, just going there to watch entertainment is concerned. Whereas, like, I'll find myself, and I get caught up in this shit too. Like, I'll find myself just mindlessly scrolling through X, and then like 15 minutes will go by, and I'm like, why am I fucking wasting my time with this horse shit? This is stupid. I need to go get shit done, do something useful. Why am I wasting my life like this? I only get to be alive for so long on this earth. Why am I wasting my time on this horse shit? Fuck this. Not to mention, it's just, most of social media these days is just fucking comments about political bullshit made by dumbass motherfuckers who think they're fucking God. And it's just like, you people are retarded. People are all fucking retarded. And honestly, it happens on both sides. It's just like, oh, this person's making a garbage hot take, that person's making a garbage hot take. Ooh, let's see what garbage hot take this random motherfucker on the internet has to say. Like, who cares? Like, honestly, who the fuck fucking cares? Screw all that horse shit. It's funny, I say that as a content creator, but still, I'm going to be honest, 90% of social media is horse shit. It really is. Honestly, I'm going to tell it how it is. I don't care that I'm a content creator and I should be supporting social media or whatever. Most of it's horse shit. Honestly, like, I would recommend just going on there, following your favorite content creators or whatever, and then just muting everyone else. Like, any other account you come by, mute, 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 mute. Or I think there might be something on X where you can have posts only from people that you follow, so I guess that's a good thing. But I haven't really looked into that, and I really should, honestly. Save me a lot of doom scrolling time, because I'll find myself, again, just mindlessly scrolling through that shit, and then, like, 10 minutes will go by, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. So, yeah. Time to take a break from all that horse shit. Again, I really hope you guys are doing good out there. I know these are tough times, but we have to hold out hope that things are going to get better, because sometimes hope is all you got. And I know hope doesn't really do much. You can't just sit around hoping for shit to get better. You got to go out there and make it better to a certain extent. But sometimes they're... You know, we like to romanticize things and stuff like that, but sometimes there really is nothing you can do. And it sucks, but, you know, you got to try to make the most of any given situation and just do the best you can. Be a good person so that way when you depart this earth one day, you can look back on your life and say, I stood up for what I believed in. I did what I thought was right. And I did my best to be a good person and treat other people with respect to the best of my ability. And not everyone always succeeds in that regard, but you know what? So long as you try your best, that's all any of us can do. Try not to spread any meaningless negativity. Don't get me wrong, I'm certainly going to call out fucking bullshit when I see it. For sure. I will not let evil prosper without it being called out. I can do my part there, but yeah, some days I honestly just don't fucking know, man. I just don't fucking know. So fuck it. We're sitting here tonight playing ourselves a game of Monopoly. I hope you guys enjoy the show today, for sure, and I really hope you guys are doing good out there, for sure. Sorry for rambling on for so long. All right, anyway, first ever game here on Monopoly on the Xbox 360. Of course, again, I have 3 other versions of this game, so it's not like I'm not familiar with this one, but this is my first time playing this game on the Xbox 360, so yeah, we get that full HD quality there, so that's nice. Same thing with the PlayStation 3 version, but yeah, now I'm just using an Xbox controller basically instead of a PlayStation 3 controller, so that's something, I guess. I don't know. Not really sure it makes that much of a difference, but whatever. All right, anyway, so for the first game here for Monopoly on the Xbox 360, as is tradition, whenever I play a Monopoly game for the first time, except for the one on the PlayStation 4, because they don't let me name all the characters, which is really fucking horseshit, but whatever. Still a fun game, but just kind of a little bit lame in that regard. But as per usual, whenever I play a Monopoly game for the first time, if I have the option to name the characters, I like to do the 4 main protagonists from South Park, of course. Eric Cartman, Kyle Broflovsky, Stan Marsh, and Kenny McCormick will be battling it out tonight. We will see which one of them claims victory in our first ever game of Monopoly on the Xbox 360. Let's do it! Woo! Starting off, of course, on the classic board, which is fucking awesome. Oh, I'm surprised the frame rate actually seems a little bit better. This actually looks like it's moving at 60 frames. I wonder if this version's going to have a better frame rate than the PlayStation 3 version.
Let's roll to see who's up first.
Might, it might not. We'll see. Holy shit! Folks, this is interesting. This version of this game might actually have a better frame rate than the PlayStation 3, the Wii, or the PlayStation 2 versions. That's interesting. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, maybe the Xbox 360 has more processing power than the PlayStation 3. I'm honestly not entirely sure, but that's interesting. Seems to be moving a little bit at like 60 frames.
Player 2 won the roll. Let's play. It looks like we're in for a golden game. Time to take the board.
Yeah, the dice look like they're moving at 60 frames. So Kyle's going first.
What do you say? Buy or auction?
But yeah, that's interesting. Some of the movements seem to be rendering at 60 frames per second. I don't think the PlayStation 3 version renders at 60 frames. So that might actually mean that this version of this game is actually the most impressive as far as graphics and frame rate. Okay, so I guess the Xbox 360 version of this game, as far as production values, might be the best version of this game. That's interesting. Good to know. Also, for those of you guys who don't know, again, I'm not going to bother explaining going into super big detail, but for those of you guys who've been around my channel for a while, you know that when I play Monopoly, I play a unique version of Monopoly with my own unique rule set, which I'm not going to bother explaining right now, and even if you guys don't understand it, you guys will kind of catch on to how it works as I go along here. But I do that in order to keep the competition fair, but also to keep the game interesting, but also to keep it objective, because I like to play as if I'm not the one playing the game, but these characters are the ones playing the game, not me. I'm just overseeing the process of the game being played. So it's almost as if these characters are the ones playing the game, not me. And me and my stepbro back in the day, back before he passed away, we came up with this idea of Monopoly together. Again, in order to do it so that way it's like these fictional characters are the ones battling it out, not us necessarily playing the game, but rather us watching the game unfold and commentating it as it goes along. So basically, I'm just here to oversee the process and make smart-ass comments every once in a while. So yeah, hope you all enjoy that shit. Okay, Oriental Avenue. Why do I feel like that might be mildly racist? It's probably not at all racist, but I don't know. I'm losing my goddamn mind these days. Alright. But yeah, that's interesting that this game moves at 60 frames. That some of the movements move at 60 frames. That is interesting. I was not expecting that. But that is a pleasant surprise. Smooth frame rates honestly make my dick hard sometimes. Although that being said, it does kind of depend on what game I'm playing. Sender and Kagura. Alright, anyway, sorry. Jesus, got this cough. It's fucking terrible. Probably more of the super ultra COVID-19 plus variant of the always lovely COVID-19, which is, according to Mr. Dr. Fauci, is going to kill us all. So, yeah, we all have that to look forward to, so that's fun. All right, anyway, so yeah, Kyle's going to get the light blue Monopoly. Pretty good first round for him. So that's cool.
It's all yours.
All right, next turn. Let's go. Stan Marsh. Oh, he's going to land on the same shit. But yeah, it's very cool to see this game rendering at 60 frames. I never thought I'd get to witness that. Yeah, very cool. Now I'm actually kind of glad I decided to pick up this version. Wow. Make the poor person pay the tax. Wow, that is not indicative of America. I don't know what the fuck is. Man, like, ugh. Good lord. All I'm saying is that everybody should be taxed to the same rate. That's all. But people should actually pay their fucking dues.
Wow, you've landed.
See, because the thing is that people are all like, oh, well, we should tax the rich at a higher rate. And I'm not necessarily 100% against that. Maybe it's tax them at a slightly higher rate. But think about it. If you tax everybody the same exact percent, the rich will automatically have to pay more. Just saying. I just wish businesses paid fair wages, that's all.
Buy or auction?
Especially in this dumbass economy where the US dollar is basically worth less than a fucking roll of toilet paper. You might as well stitch together your $1 bills and use that shit for toilet paper at this point, honestly. That's pretty much where we're all at in America, in case any of my international viewers were curious. Yeah, shit ain't great, but again, you gotta make the best of what you got, I guess. Okay, so Pennsylvania Railroad. So that means Cartman. That's going to be good for Cartman. He's going to get his hands on the Railroad Monopoly. So that is very good for his fat ass indeed.
It's all yours.
Like I know I always sound like a broken record, but whoever has the railroads has their chances of winning instantly go up by like 50%. Every time. Seen that shit happen so many fucking times.
It's up to you. Buy or
All right,
auction.
Vagina Avenue. it's Virginia. It's funny because it sounds like vagina. All right, anyway. So Kyle's going to get his hands on the pink Monopoly.
Well done.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but I have the mental maturity of maybe like a 6-year-old. So, yeah, it's fun. But you know what? I'd rather have the mental maturity of a 6-year-old and actually have fun living my life than be a boring fucking adult. Honestly, fuck that. Fuck that shit right up the butthole. Huh, interesting. Chancing it.
Time to take
Oh!
End up out of pocket or
Wow, Kenny's off to one hell of a start. He has to pay taxes and then his ass gets sent straight to fucking jail. Jesus Christ. Yikes. Not a super great start for Kenny. I mean, jail's not the worst spot to be, but it's early on in the game, so you want to start trying to get your hands on some shit early on, so... yeah. Oh boy.
It's up to you.
Cartman's going to land on red. That's funny. Railroads and red. That's the exact same combination, because I did well, technically for you guys, it probably will have been about like a week ago. I did a game of Monopoly on the Sega Genesis, and it was the character who had the railroads and red combination that ended up winning the game. So that's very interesting. So Cartman will get his hands on red, in this case Illinois Avenue. Of course, named after the worst fucking state in the Union,
What a great
where they
investment.
tax the living shit out of their citizens. Like, honest to God, I cannot wait someday in the future to move the fuck away from Illinois. I hate this fucking state so much. I hate living in Illinois so fucking much. I don't hate the land, and I don't even hate the neighborhood I live in. Actually, quite the opposite. The neighborhood I live in is a very, very nice place, honestly. Like, pretty low crime rates, relatively speaking. I actually live really close to the police department and fire department, so, like, if anything would ever happen to me, they could be here in, like, probably 30 seconds, which is fucking nice. But it's just the taxes. Like, I honestly would not mind living in Illinois. Like, some of the seasons kind of suck, and the weather variations are retarded, but, it's just the goddamn taxes, man. Like, I don't know how the fuck they expect anyone to be able to afford to buy fucking anything in Illinois. So fucking retarded. Again, I don't know. Sorry. I keep rambling on. I need to stop rambling on about that shit and just focus on the game. But yeah, very cool to see this game, though, rendering at 60 frames per second. I never thought I'd see that in my lifetime, so very cool. So I think I can say beyond a doubt, at least as far as production values are concerned, the Xbox 360 version wins. Beyond a doubt. So Kyle having to dish out 50 to everybody. So that'll help Kenny at least pay for bail. So that's good if he doesn't roll doubles, of course.
A double.
Lands himself on free parking, or
Free parking.
when they're playing
That's
as
what
the
it
dog,
said
I like to
before.
call it free barking. Terrible jokes, I know. I know, I'm so fucking good at that shit. Oh, alright. This is interesting.
What do you say? Buy.
Alright, Body Odor Railroad. That's going to be auctioned off to Cartman's
Let's
fat
do
ass.
New bid.
So now Cartman's got two of those motherfuckers.
You're in jail.
That's definitely good for him. The faster that Cartman can get his hands on all four of those railroads, the better off he's going to be.
If
Granted,
you're lucky enough to
just
have
because you
one,
have the railroads, it's not a sure thing that it will guarantee your victory, but it certainly
you've
helps.
served your time and paid your fine.
Speaking of
What do you
helping,
say? Buy or auction?
Kenny's not going to have to pay bail, but he is going to pay for the electric company, as Kenny will be getting the utilities.
The deeds are in your name.
So that's good for Kenny. He at least owns something now. I mean, granted, it's the utilities, and if that's all he's going to own, then he's pretty much screwed. I mean, you can, if you get really lucky, you can make a fairly deep run with just the utilities, but it's hard to actually win the game with just the utilities unless you get really lucky and end up bankrupting somebody and have enough money left in the bank to build up whatever properties you get from the person that you bankrupted. So things really have to work out well for you if you want to make a run with just the utilities. It's not, like, theoretically it's not impossible, but you have to get really fucking lucky. Like, you have to hit all the right spots, get all the right cards at all the right times. Otherwise you're fucked.
Buy or auction?
And not in the fun way. Alright. So Cartman will be getting his hands on green. Pacific Avenue.
Well done. That property's yours now.
Alright, now the Jew. Rolls a 6. Lands him on the waterworks, yeah? Alright, so there's something for Kenny.
Buy or auction?
At least Kenny's got that shit monopolized now.
Could be interesting.
I mean, again, it's just the fucking utilities, but I mean, it's still early on in the game, so I mean, that's something. It's definitely not a bad thing for Kenny.
Well played. You formed a monopoly. The other players better watch out.
Oh, the comm chest.
To delve into the
Alright, picks himself up $50. Can't bitch too much about that. Nice, nice. Lands himself on orange.
Buy or auction?
Nobody owns that shit yet, so... Yeah, Kenny is going to get his hands on orange. So that's good for him. Man, Stan still owns nothing. He better
Property's yours now.
hope that he gets his hands on something soon. Otherwise, he might be fucked. Oh, shit. I just realized the only properties left in play at this point are blue and brown. Shit. Speaking of brown. That was a great segue. Anyway. Goddamn. I swear to God, I'm the king of terrible fucking jokes. I'm way too good at that shit. But yeah, so we'll see what Stan ends up. We'll see what ends up happening to Stan. I mean, if someone else lands on that shit before he does, he might be shit out of luck.
It's up to you.
All right, Pennsylvania Avenue. That's gonna go to Cartman.
Let's see what happens. I hear a new bid. Well done. You're now a proud property owner.
All right, cool shit.
You've landed on go.
Stan also lands on go, but he does not land on blue or brown, which is not good for him. He's not going to be able to... Obviously, he's not going to win this if he doesn't get his hands on at least one of those properties.
A double. Time to take a chance.
Advance to Illinois Avenue.
Advance to go to
Like
jail,
2 spots
end up
away.
out of pocket, or even get a surprise.
Dishes out a whopping 20 bucks there to Cartman. All right, lands himself on the comm chest. Advance to go. All right. They're all just having a party on go over there. 3 of them landed on that shit. That's kind of funny. All right. Well, I feel like this is a good spot to end this first part, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So, folks, stay tuned. I think this is shaping up to be an interesting game, so yeah, y'all are definitely going to want to stay tuned. We'll see what happens next. Until then, peace out.